Okay. I just have to say that I've really enjoyed watching all your faces come up. This is so exciting. Just a few housekeeping items. So you might have entered on mute. We just asked that for the majority of the presentation that you stay muted so we don't interrupt all the great presentations we're going to see. Also, if you're having some kind of technical issues or any questions come up, please utilize the chat box. We do have staff monitoring that, and we're going to do our best to answer any questions. This is an anniversary celebration and a fundraiser, so we are going to share the link to the donation page in the chat box. Depending on which version of Zoom you have, if you have the latest version, you should be able to just click right on the link and it'll take you to the donation page. If you don't have the latest version of Zoom, you can just go to our website and find the donate button, which will also take you to the donation page. And then well, we kind of did have some open conversations, which was really fun. But since we don't get to actively talk throughout the event, you're going to see some questions come up on your screen. You want to do some poll questions, and then we can look at the results in a few minutes. But that way we can just kind of see how everyone's feeling and where people are located. And we can look at that later, kind of as a fun way to communicate and connect. It should come up.
Hi, Natalie. Thanks for joining us.
Rebecca. Maybe we're going to do poll questions. Well, a poll question may appear on your screen, and if you can answer it, that would be great. There we go. Okay. Well, let's see. All right, we're all feeling inspired. Very cool. So I'd just like to welcome everybody. We are just so excited to be celebrating 18 years of providing accessible healing services to our community. For those who do not know me, my name is Samantha Sanchez, and I have had the pleasure of working at CORE for 3 years in communications and development. So welcome to the happy hour portion of our event. This is a chance to see faces you may not have seen in a while. Like I said, I've been enjoying it. Tonight's theme is at the core of healing, and we really just want to emphasize celebrating our connections. So I was going to suggest that we take some time and go into gallery view on our Zoom and just enjoy all the faces that have gathered, but I feel like we've been doing that already, which is awesome, but I just want to encourage you to continue to do that and to just enjoy seeing all the faces. A lot of us may be feeling isolated at this time, so this is just a really special time to celebrate connecting in whichever way we can. So we are just truly grateful that you have chosen to connect. We hope you have found some value or you've enjoyed the classes that we've shared online the last few days. And if you haven't gotten a chance to check them out, no worries. Just go to our YouTube, subscribe, and you can enjoy those classes whenever you'd like. During this happy hour portion of our event, we want to share with you some of what makes Coral Central a healing community. And what would be better than hearing it directly from our staff? So grab your favorite beverage, get comfortable, and prepare to feel the momentum. I invite you to share cheers with me after each staff update to celebrate and honor their past, current, and future work bringing accessible healing services to our community. I would like to begin by introducing Carla Del Pozo. She has been in service at CORE for many years. supporting our team in strengthening, growing, and expanding our programs and services. Carla is our former Director of Integrative Health and Wellness, and she's recently shifted into our new Director of Clinical Services position, where she continues to lead our practitioners as they bring healing to our community. Here is Carla to share more. Woo-hoo.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Momentum. My name is Carla del Pozo. I have the joy to currently serve at CORE as the Director of Clinical Services and as an acupuncturist. I'm also the former Director of the Integrative Health and Wellness Program. And through these different roles, I've had the honor and privilege to work at CORE for over 6 years now, alongside a dedicated team who is passionate about bringing healing opportunities and transformation to our community and understands the importance and commitment to their own healing journey and growth as they bring CORE's mission forward. As the former Director of Integrative Health and Wellness, I am very happy to share with you today some of our 2019 highlights. Together with our volunteers, staff, and directors, 2019 was an important year to strengthen our roots, preparing to welcome our clients at full capacity in the upcoming years. Grounded in our mission, we did this through different ways. By building infrastructure that creates access and supports the growth of our programs, like the transition to our new electronic scheduling system, restructure of our sliding fee scale, 2 additional treatment rooms, and the build-up of our team with additional health navigation, front desk staff, and expanded hours for our interpreters and laundry support. We solidified a number of partnerships in the community, as well as continue to nourish our existing partnerships with organizations like Aurora Healing Center, Walker's Point Community Clinic, and Sojourner Family Peace Center, which hosts our services on site. This gave us the opportunity to pilot different projects, allowed us to continue to build community through outreach and education, and it has opened up new doors for CORE as we start to implement this year 2 major programs that will allow us to extend our services free of cost to victims of crime and clients facing behavioral health and substance abuse challenges. As we know, healing can look very different for each one of us. So in an effort to continue to provide holistic healing that addresses body, mind, and spirit, last year, we worked on expanding the variety of natural healing modalities we offer, now to include life journey accompaniment, reflexology, and nutrition coaching, among other one-on-one sessions and additional opportunities through internal referrals to our programs, like wellness and nutrition and movement, or through our partners. We are grateful for practitioners, instructors, health navigators, and others behind the scenes who make all this possible. Finally, 2019 was also a time of transition, as we restructured some roles in response to the growth of the organization, to include now a program director that will continue to support the integration and development of programs, and a director of clinical services to continue to work closely with practitioners, health navigators, and staff as we deliver our one-on-one services and education opportunities to the community and continue the implementation of our mission through our new programs. During Safer at Home, we are staying connected to our clients and continue to support them via wellness check-in calls from our navigators and front desk staff, by offering life journey accompaniment via phone, distant Reiki healing opportunities, and virtual recommendations from our practitioners. I am personally trying to eat healthier, continue to exercise, meditate, and especially trying to be more present to my family, here and far, and reflect about the lessons this whole experience might bring. As the Director of Clinical Services, I'm looking forward to reopening our doors as soon as it's safe, learning about the emerging needs in the community, and working to provide the care and healing that's needed. I hope you'll join us in our efforts to continue to make this a healthier community. Thank you for sharing this evening with us. I wish you and your families health, peace, and hope. Thank you.
Cheers. Next, we will hear from Rebecca Heaton Juarez, our program director. Rebecca is committed to ensuring all our wellness services are integrated to help our clients heal in mind, body, and spirit. You might have seen her on CBS 58 News last night. Rebecca has been instrumental in making core services available virtually during the Safer at Home order made by our governor. Here's Rebecca to tell you more about her work.
Good evening. I'm Rebecca Heaton Juarez, CORE's new program director. Since joining in mid-January, a lot of my time has been devoted around getting to know my new team, the needs and goals of our organization, and immersing myself in CORE culture. A lot of learning through listening and being an active participant. I've also spent a lot of my time implementing the new Victims of Crime grant, where CORE provides services at no cost. During the Safer at Home order, the integrative health and wellness programs have been leaning into technology so that we can bring our programs to life. We've utilized social media more than ever to promote commitment to our community, and we've been listening to the needs of our clients, as we always have, and decided to focus on the following goals. We want to reduce stress through movement, spiritual counseling, meditation, and social connection in an effort to keep communities strong. We want to continue building rapport and deep personal connections with our current and new clients through telehealth. We want to create confidence and ease in using technology through various computer and phone apps, as this is a practical life skill. So we're all getting used to using Zoom. And we want to continue to educate clients on natural healing therapies and nutrition through classes and support groups. In my personal time, I've been enjoying interacting with other parents through CORE's virtual parent support group, meets every Friday at 9 in the morning. And I've also been hosting my own family workouts every evening at 7 o'clock. I can't wait for us to all get back together and for CORE to continue its normal operations. When we get back, our program will focus on meeting the increased demand as we all seek to reinfuse our lives with holistic health and wellness. We want to get up to our rooftop. Our garden has been a little neglected during this tough time, so we're looking forward to preparing our bees for honey production and preparing the garden beds for growing herbs for tea production. I'm also planning the launch of our partnership with Milwaukee's Behavioral Health Division as we become a service provider to individuals affected by mental health conditions and substance abuse. Thank you for being here to connect with us and learn more about what we've been diving into during COVID and throughout all of last year. We're looking forward to the end of COVID, as I'm sure most of you are. But thank you for being with us, and thank you for your love and your loyal support. God bless you.
Cheers. Rosa Veloz and Edith Novoa are health navigators at CORE. Here is an update about their critical work.
Hi, my name is Rosa. I'm a health navigator at Core El Centro. I know during these hard times we all are struggling mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. But I can tell you we're gonna make it through this. What health navigators have been doing, we are calling clients, checking in to see how they're doing. I can tell you that they are very grateful and they feel happy when we call them. And also, I can tell you a little bit more of one of the volunteers that I called. He's a long-time volunteer at Core El Centro. When I called him, he said that he was home sick with the virus. He contracted the virus, but he felt depressed. But overall, he was feeling better. And also, the phone call that we were making made him a little bit happier. The hard part for him was being alone at home. And I can tell you in the community, Latino community, most of them don't have families here. But with this phone call, they felt that somebody cares for them. We are very grateful to support our community, even not being at the office, but from home, making phone calls. I thank you for your support, and please continue to support CORE. We're gonna need you more than ever. Thank you very much, and we are here for our community. We love CORE, and thank you to the staff for supporting each other. Thank you very much. Big hug, and we hope to see you soon.
Hi everyone, my name is Edith Novoa and I'm a health navigator at Core El Centro. We know that all of us are struggling during these difficult times. We as health navigators are contacting our clients to check in and ask them how they are doing and if they need any kind of support, emotional or spiritual, or if they need any help finding resources where they can assist them with financial, food, or health concerns. Clients feel very grateful when we call them because most of our clients don't have their families here in Milwaukee. This isolation is causing higher levels of depression and anxiety. So for them to know that CORE is here for them means so much. As you can see, CORE is standing strong during these difficult times for our community. I want to thank all of our CORE staff, practitioners, and all of you for your support. Thank you.
Cheers to that important work. Maria Miramontes serves in 2 roles at CORE. She is the manager of the Health Navigators and is also the manager at our Sojourner Family Peace Center location, where we provide our one-on-one therapies for their clients and staff. Here is Maria to give an update about the work at Sojourner.
Rebecca Heaton Juarez recording for Maria Miramontes for Core Momentum 2020. My name is Maria Miramontes. I'm Core El Centro's Health Navigator Program Manager and the Integrative Health and Wellness Manager for our site at the Family Peace Center. Last year at the Family Peace Center, we provided a total of 1,246 services to clients, staff, and partners. 2 additional services were added in 2019, craniosacral therapy and Reiki. Both are helpful in decreasing pain and improving mental, emotional health. With the intentional efforts our team made to keep clients engaged, we saw a decrease in the no-show and cancellation rates from 2018. I'd like to share with you my experience during my quarantine due to COVID. Not long ago, CORE asked us as employees what we thought would be the impact if CORE services were no longer available. Now we do know what it's like and how it feels, and it's not a happy feeling. It's heartbreaking to know that being isolated, even as a safety measure, can be so dangerous. Many of our clients suffer from emotional health issues and domestic violence. Our team engaged in finding ways to stay connected with the people we serve. Next week, I'll begin making check-in calls with clients, just like we're doing at our Bruce location. This has also been an opportunity to reorganize ourselves, given so many structural changes. Once we have more clarity around when we can provide services in a safe and sanitary environment for everyone, we will implement a new reentry plan for providing essential services like acupuncture and massage, specifically for victims of domestic violence and first responders. Personally, I miss acupuncture, Reiki, and all the modalities that support my physical, emotional, and spiritual health. My whole being is in pain right now, but thanks to what I've learned from working with wonderful therapists and the amazing support from my coworkers, I feel better. And it's great to share that advice with our clients too. I miss my work very much. It's my home away from home, and my coworkers are my second family. I feel excited to see them when we meet via our Zoom meetings. I'm grateful to be part of an organization that continues to support me as an employee and our community. Working from home has been very interesting and challenging. Video call meetings, Zoom meetings, you name it. I'm still learning how to fix technology glitches. I'm looking forward to seeing our clients and all of you back at CORE once we can. Thank you.
Cheers. Did you know that CORE relies on volunteers to provide about $500,000 in in-kind services each year? As a nonprofit, our volunteer manager, Jillian Holly Skaja, welcomes each new volunteer into the CORE community in a special way.
Hi, Momentum friends. This is Jillian Holly Skaja here to share with you a little more about CORE El Centro's volunteer program. I serve as our volunteer program manager and work closely with Mira Hoffman, volunteer coordinator, and with our whole incredible staff in creating an environment that is welcoming to volunteers and feels supportive to volunteers so they can really share their gifts and also engage in self-healing and building community at CORE El Centro. I'm excited to share with you some things that have stood out to me in the past year. I've loved seeing the volunteer program develop a partnership with ACO, Accessible Career Options, to be able to provide internship opportunities to differently abled volunteers. The whole staff has been really inspired to work with and learn from these individuals we've had the opportunity to work with. I've personally also really loved seeing volunteers delve deeper into services at CORE and take advantage of our life journey accompaniment counseling and our movement as medicine workshops and sound healing workshops and dance and stretch together. It's been really awesome personally to dance alongside of volunteers and really all sharing and working together on co-creating the healing environment that CORE is. We've always said volunteers have co-created that environment from the very beginning, and CORE would not be what it is without our volunteer community. In fact, I bet a lot of you watching this video are volunteers or have been volunteers or know and love a volunteer. So huge shout of appreciation out to the volunteers out there. During Safer at Home, CORE has reached out to volunteers with phone calls, emails, and some Zoom check-in opportunities. When Safer at Home is over, we look forward to being together in person and really celebrating health and healing. I think Coral Centro and our volunteers are really good at finding celebration and joy in movement and health and healing. So I feel like that's going to be really special after this time period away. Also, it's springtime. I see my seedlings starting to grow, and looking forward to having more opportunities for volunteers in our garden space this summer as well. During Safer at Home, in the meantime, I'm enjoying more time with my son Edison. He learned to ride his bicycle last week, so I'm getting different kinds of exercise and running after him, and also busted out my rollerblades. I've been rollerblading after him as well. So wishing you all a great, safe, healthy evening and sending a virtual hug your way. Look forward to seeing you all in person.
Cheers. If you have ever been to Coral Centro, you know that the faces at the front desk provide a warm greeting. The front desk staff are working hard to provide the smoothest experience possible for all who come to CORE for services. Here is Fernie, our front desk manager, to tell you more.
Hi, I am Maria Magaña, but everybody calls me Fernie. I have been at CORE for 3 years. I am a front desk manager and have been in the role for about 4 months now. Our team consists of 3 other lovely personnel, Diana, Julie, and Jasmine. This past year, the front office department has been working hard to implement an online scheduling system. This system has pushed us to embrace technology as a tool for making our client experience smoother. Ever since we started using MindBody, we have used the saved time to get organized with our filing system and better prepare ourselves for onboarding new clients. This beginning of January brought a lot of staff transitions in and out of the front desk department, so we had been spending time with training, team building, and getting on the same page. During this time, I have had the privilege of connecting with clients over the phone. I've been calling our established clients and checking in on them, offering words of encouragement, listening, laughing, and referring them to our online services. Clients have been super appreciative. They feel our absence. Many want to speak with a therapist because they are anxious to leave their homes, and we are fortunate enough to have therapists available to take appointments for spiritual and emotional counseling. I want people to know that we are still here for our community. I will continue responding to them and making them feel supported. Right now, she's dedicated with these phone calls. For my own safe care, I take time to meditate, have my cups of coffee and tea, and have scheduled calls every Friday with a group that discusses spiritual counseling, and that's been helping me out a lot. I love CORE, and thank you for all your support. We need you more than ever, and thank you for your supporting.
Cheers. As individuals grow on their healing journeys, we hope they will get more and more involved in taking charge of their own well-being. Our movement program manager, Mira Hoffman, is committed to providing a wide range of movement classes for various levels of abilities.
Hello, my name is Mira Hoffman and I manage the Community Health and Fitness program. We really just call it the Movement program though, because that's our goal, to get people moving in a way that supports their mental, physical, and spiritual health. It's our intention to provide programming that meets clients where they're at in their healing journey. So all of our classes, no matter how high intensity or how restorative, have this through line that is therapeutic, trauma-informed, and inclusive in nature. I've been working with the Movement program for about a year now, and it's really been such a privilege to see our amazing instructors holding space for people of all ages, all levels of ability, of all circumstances, and witnessing the beautiful community that our instructors and clients co-create together. It makes me emotional to think about how that community, that connection, has not ceased during these really strange and trying times. You know, since COVID really started impacting Milwaukee, and since we had to close our doors, we've had weekly yoga classes and weekly conscious dance classes online. We've had instructors producing awesome videos for clients to access on YouTube. You know, the movement, the connection, the community, it hasn't ceased during these times, which I know means the world to so many of our clients. It definitely means the world to me. When it's safe to return, I think we're going to have a big dance party, but also it's going to be really important to reopen some projects that were put on the back burner when this all began. For instance, we've been working for months and months to move to a more modern, effective system for our clients to interact with our offerings with, a program that can really seamlessly catch data and, you know, send out messages if there's a last minute cancellation or a new offering that we want to promote, stuff like that. We'll also have some new offerings that we're actually supposed to launch this past month. Some more bilingual yoga classes, more intuitive movement, more therapeutic stretch, more opportunities for personal development, for connection, for community. I can't wait.
Cheers! I'm excited for that dance party. Deb Selm is passionate about helping our children build mindfulness habits. Manager of Children's Wellness, she is bringing to life programming that will not only make children stronger, but the whole family as well.
Hi everyone, my name is Deb Kokorowski-Selm and I'm the very new Children's Wellness Manager. I was just brought on in the weeks before the coronavirus hit and we had to close down. I have some very big shoes to fill in children's wellness, but I am up for the challenge. I'm not new to CORE. I've been here for about 3 years, maybe a little bit more, teaching children's yoga in the movement studio at CORE and through outreach, working at the Sojourner Family Peace Center and in schools and even at the Latina Resource Center. We are not able to have in-person classes at this time, and we miss our families very much. During this time, we've posted videos online, on Facebook, on our YouTube channel, of yoga and ballet. Teachers and students have made videos that kids can click on and play as many times as they want to when they feel like they want to move and follow along. On April 8th, we launched an online interactive music class for littles aged 1 through 3 and their bigs, which could be parents, grandparents, or siblings. This class was designed in partnership with the Alverno College Music Therapy Department. Anna Barker, a graduating senior, teaches music in both English and Spanish. The class meets 1 time per week for 5 weeks. In the class, children get to sing and dance and laugh with their families. The results are magical. While the class is brief, the joy of music spreads throughout. On April 10th, we launched a live interactive parent support group. parents come together and share stories of inspiration from their daily lives. While all of the shutdown from the coronavirus has left many families feeling isolated, there's no greater cure for isolation than community. This class brings parents together and helps them to share and uplift each other. We miss our children and families very much and intend to bring them as much as we possibly can from a distance. We're all apart together.
Cheers. So many great programs at CORE. Next is Mujeres con Poder, or Women with Power, a group of Latina community advocates. We will hear from their program manager, Stephanie Calloway, as well as the strong women themselves.
Hi, we are Mujeres con Poder. We working with the community. We working now with the tours in Spanish for the people who speak only Spanish.
We are moms, we are workers, we are leaders who work from our community.
We are the bridge between police and community to be safe.
And two, the Mujeres con Poder working for many leaders in the community.
We are working in obesity in our community, and we are working and motivated to the people making exercise around of their house.
We are 9 women. We are Mujeres con Poder.
We are Mujeres
con Poder.
My name is Stephanie Calloway, and I am the Grants Manager for the Mujeres con Poder de Transformación Social program. I have been with CORE for over 11 years, working with the Mujeres con Poder program since we started in 2011. Mujeres con Poder is a group of Latina leaders working to support Milwaukee's South Side with the goal of having engaged, active, and safe neighborhoods. In the last year, we have deepened our partnership with the Milwaukee Police Department, supporting their community outreach and education, and we send representatives to the monthly DA Target Team meetings for District 2. The Target Team meetings are a gathering of various officials throughout the criminal justice system, coming together to problem solve and streamline services to residents. This is a powerful connection for us, as it provides us with an inside perspective on the decision-making at the city and gives us a voice to share concerns and issues from our neighbors and members. During the Safer at Home order, we are continuing to share resources and information through our Facebook page, which is one of the main ways we connect with our community outside of the in-person events and activities that we do. We are continuing to support the community education from our partners through this platform while we continue to hold our monthly group meetings via Zoom. In addition to the work we do with the MPD, we have also been building relationships with city and county officials to increase recycling education on the South Side. This work will be able to continue in a stronger way when the Safer at Home order is lifted. We have a contract with the City of Milwaukee to provide Spanish language tours at the recycling facility, and this year we will be launching the first recycling program at Kazi Park off Lincoln Avenue. While the parks are closed right now, we have been in contact with county park officials to move this project forward so that when the weather warms up and the parks reopen, we will be able to jump right into the project. If you would like to keep up to date with our program and activities, please follow our Facebook page for Mujeres con Poder de Transformación Social, and we've also included the link here too. Thank you and be safe.
Cheers. What is health without addressing the food we eat? Last but certainly not least, we are going to hear from Sonia Vasquez, our Nutrition and Wellness Manager. Here is Sonia to give you the latest updates on her program.
I'm Sonia Vasquez, CORE's Garden and Nutrition Program Manager. In 2019, We serve more than 800 children and adults through our various programs. Almost 40% of them were first-time participants. We shifted our emphasis from growing food in the garden to growing medicinal herbs and harvesting honey. We sold seasonal tea blends and honey by the end of the year, and there was a high demand and we sold out almost immediately. We are finally taking that into account this year. We began offering individual wellness and nutrition coaching for clients in both English and Spanish with very positive results. We also continue offering food as medicine classes twice a month, also in English and Spanish, and those continue being very popular. During Safer at Home, I have been able to continue offering our wellness support groups in Spanish called TOPS, which stands for Taking Off Pounds Sensibly, virtually twice a week. I have been also able to offer virtual herbalism talks to go over basic principles for using medicinal plants, herbs, and foods. In my personal time, I have been studying a lot and experimenting with herbs and foods, as well as spending time with my loved ones in nature whenever I can. When the Safer at Home ban is lifted, we expect to continue focus on the goals we set out for 2020, which are first providing twice monthly food as medicine classes, utilizing whenever possible CSA farm box produced and available herbs from the rooftop or partners, as well as honey. Hosting affordable summer CSA farm box drop-off, subsidizing this time 1 to 10 families and offering 1 monthly food as medicine class at no cost to members of the program. We will be also continue offering educational and coaching experiences related with wellness, gardening, and nutrition. Thank you for spending your evening with us and for your support.
Cheers! The team at CORE is really working hard to provide integrated natural health services to heal the whole person, body, mind, and spirit. Most of all, together with your support, we can make them accessible to everyone. An extra special thank you to the incredible and generous sponsors for the evening. Our CORE sponsor, Common Ground Healthcare Cooperative. Our heart sponsor, Congregation of Sisters of St. Agnes. Healing sponsor, Hall, Render, Killian, Heath, and Lyman PC. Wellness sponsors, Aurora Healthcare, Klein Development, and O'Leary and Anik. And balance sponsors, Language Source and Soborowski Immigrating Law. And a special thanks to CBS 58 and Natalie Shepard.
All right, just a little reminder, you might want to switch to speaker view or keynote address right now. I'm Natalie Shepard from CBS 58, and I was really looking forward to seeing you all in person tonight, but I'm very happy to see you here in this format too. It's impressive how everyone has learned to adapt in such a short amount of time. I got to learn about CORE last year when I came to interview Madeline for one of my Everyday Hero stories, and was very impressed by the number and breadth of services CORE El Centro was able to provide to the community. So when Samantha asked if I could be involved in CORE Momentum tonight, of course I wanted to. So it's nice to see how CORE has managed to stay connected to the community and to clients through this difficult time while we are all staying safer at home. Since its inception in 2002, when Jane and Madeline were waiting for the phone to ring, CORE has grown to now serve more than 3,500 people every year. That's quite a few people. And as times change, so do the needs in the community, and in turn, the need for the services, which of course, there is a growing need for now more than ever as we're dealing with this pandemic. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the Executive Director, Madeline Gianforti, who will share how by our connections, we are all stronger. Madeline?
Thank you, Natalie. Introduction. It's an honor and a privilege to be with all of you tonight. Tonight, you've had a chance to hear from our remarkable staff about our programming this past year and the impact that the COVID-19 virus had on our clients and the CORE community. I'd like to thank all of CORE's staff for being a beacon of hope for others during this most difficult and challenging time. If there is one lesson that we have learned, it would be how important it is for all of us to have opportunities to form supportive community. When preparing for this reflection, I found myself at an impasse. So I asked for some inspiration one evening before going to sleep. I awoke in the middle of the night with this thought: authentic community invites us to come home to our oneness. The past several weeks have been life-changing for all of us. It has been a time of great challenge. Our normal routines have changed. Some of us are charged with homeschooling. Many of us are experiencing feelings of separation from family and friends, and we're all experiencing a range of emotions: grief, loss, sadness, confusion, anxiety, fear, and the list could go on. And it has been a time of deep invitation and an opportunity for us all to come home to ourselves, to our soul space, a place where we connect with an energy far bigger than ourselves. It has also been a time for profound transformation. We will never be the same, nor should we be. We are forever changed. We need to embrace the truth, open our hearts and our eyes to see and feel the change that we are being called to. As we embrace this truth, we are comforted by the cellular memory of former life lessons. Our past reminds us that we are a resilient people. Each of us personally has memories and stories of moving through adversity and the lessons learned. Communally and globally, we have weathered difficult times. Most of these experiences have taught us about our incredible strength and potential. Our present is inviting us to come home to our oneness, personally, communally, and globally. Personally, we're being invited to risk being seen for who we really are, to embrace our soul essence, and to connect with others at a level that goes far beyond words. Many of the external things that have defined us are beginning to fall away. Communally, we are being invited to look at and address with honesty all of the isms and inequities that exist in our country, so that all people can be seen in their essence and heard, so that positive and lasting change occurs. Globally, we are seeing how connected we are and need to be in order to heal our planet. This virus knows no boundaries, and it is inviting us as a world community to authentically connect with one another and the whole of creation, because we are one. Our future is yet to be determined. We are the ones that will write that story. Let us use the lessons learned now to create a future that is healing for all. If we seize this moment in time and choose to be open and vulnerable in our relationships, we will authentically connect, form community, and create a consciousness rooted in love. It is this energy of authentic community and love that CORE embraces as we move into the future. Our work has always been about creating a safe place for people to heal physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Because of the COVID-19 virus and the many implications of this time in our history, CORE is embracing the challenge of change, choosing to plan for our future, and recognizing as we check in with our clients that our mission of creating access to natural healing therapies, building community, and inspiring all people to wholeness is needed now more than ever. Please join us on this path as we honor the stories and life experiences of our clients. 2 of our clients have offered to share their journey and the impact of CORE's services on their lives. Jason's testimonial will be shared via a video, and Stephanie's will be read by Pat Bogenshoes.
My name is Jason. I'm doing the speech for CORE because they're worth it. Not really into electronics, getting my picture took or any of that, but I'll do it for them. They wanted me to tell my story. Real quick, parents got divorced when I was 4. My mom was overwhelmed, and the babysitters she chose, and some were family members, some were babysitters, and those type of people prey on single moms that don't have enough control, and I was molested for a couple years. I suppressed all that throughout my childhood. I was just a hot mess. I went to treatment 7 different times between 6 and 15. No one ever addressed the issue of sexual abuse because it was taboo in the 70s and 80s. No one talked about it. They just wanted your money for the insurance. Moved forward, I ended up in the penitentiary at 15. So for 19 months I was there. Everything was about self-preservation. There was no dealing with childhood or anything. I got out. I wanted to be free. I went and saw a ton of concerts, traveled around, just did what I wanted to do for a while. 21st birthday, hallucinogenics, and the best friend of mine I was with, and I had a memory of what happened when I was a kid, and it was overwhelming, and it made my life make a whole bunch of sense. And I went back to my psychiatrist I dealt with last, and the woman said she thought I should deal with my drug addiction instead of the childhood abuse, which at the time was me smoking marijuana periodically and doing a little drinking. She wanted me to get treated with another man who had been physically abused growing up. I'm not taking away from what happened to him, but at the same time I wasn't ready to talk about sexual abuse with that situation. But then I moved on. I was turned on to heroin right about that time, so here goes the start of a 20-year relationship with heroin. 6 years later, I ended up in penitentiary because I was going to die otherwise. I was in and out of the penitentiary. I turned a 3-year sentence into a 5.5-year sentence, and it took me 7 years to do it because I got out 4 times, and I kept getting out and going back to my Nancy because I was Sid, or going back to my Courtney because I was Kurt, and that was just plain and simple. I kept going back to the same old thing, expecting different results. The last time I got out, she wasn't around, and I had every intention in the world to get it together, start working on myself, because prison isn't really a place to work on yourself with sexual abuse. So, at that point, I moved on, moved around, tried to keep myself clean, just kind of moved around, did what I was going to do, pause. Post that, I was in a few accidents, once again given a ton of pain pills, and went back to the races with opiates, up and down between pain pill doctors and street drugs, mostly pain pill doctors. I did a lot of traveling at the time, just floated around, did what I was going to do, and then in 2013 I was injured really severely. It left me unable to walk, then with a walker, then with a cane, all that. And in that time frame, I did a grip of opiates, drank insane amounts of vodka, and Netflixed out like you wouldn't believe. At that point, I found myself at 260 pounds, feeling absolutely depressed beyond belief, and just disgusted. I decided to make a change. I found out about an IOP I could go to, intensive outpatient treatment, so I could deal with my drug and alcohol addictions. and move forward and deal with the pain I had going on without being all twisted to do it. From IOP, I went to the Healing Center, which is upstairs from CORE, and they actually deal with childhood sexual trauma, male or female. And there's a lot of us. So I got to write all that down. I got to release a ton of it. The place is amazing. They gave me 8 appointments to CORE, and I came down there for my first, which I chose acupuncture. Then I moved along to Reiki, and Reiki has been nothing but a blessing for me. For lack of knowing what they are, my Reiki person is Cindy, and Cindy has been just amazing at opening up channels and making me see what I need to see in order to just enjoy what's in front of me. And to be here now, all of the people I've met at CORE are nothing but kind and just beautiful, and it feels like the place is built on love. Milwaukee's blessed to have it, and this being a fundraiser, I would hope that you guys will keep it running and keep it going. I know we're in the era of apocalypse right now. Who knows what tomorrow's going to be, but let's enjoy today. And I'd just like to say thank you for hearing my message. If I talk too fast, too slow, or whatnot, just call it nerves. Have a good night.
We thank Stephanie and
It is now my privilege and my humble privilege to share with you Stephanie's story. Stephanie is a client at CORE. She is also a client at the Sojourner Family Peace Center, and she receives our services over there. She wrote us this letter and she wanted us to share it with you. Dear friends at CORE El Centro, please accept my heartfelt gratitude for making acupuncture therapy available to me and other people who are in need of deep healing. I've always been a competent, smart woman. Nonetheless, I didn't figure out that my husband and my marriage had changed in dangerous ways until something truly frightening happened. Thank God neither one of us was physically hurt, but our hearts and our souls were crushed. Grief, anger, and anxiety sucked up so much of my energy, I didn't have any left for the simple daily tasks, much less for the intensive soul-searching and monumental changes which follow shattering events. Acupuncture yanked me out of my murky mental swamp and back onto more solid ground, much faster than talk therapy or medication. Acupuncture has only gotten more helpful over time. In less than 3 months, acupuncture allowed me to become a functional, inspired, hopeful being again. After each subsequent acupuncture session, I was able to do more to competently manage my body and soul, marriage, attorneys, and finances. Some of my aches and pains disappeared with acupuncture, like bursitis and tendinitis. And even more concrete healing is now in progress, such as seasonal allergies, breathing problems, migraines, and social anxiety. Acupuncture doesn't magically make me bulletproof, of course, but it does make me feel like a superhero every time I can walk out of that treatment room able to scratch off one more personal villain off my list. The confidence and energy that acupuncture woke up in me are all that's going to get me through this nightmare. In the middle of dealing with courts, financial disasters, and my husband's recovery, I need these services now more than ever to rebuild myself into something other than a victim. Refusing to remain a victim feels like the closest thing I have to a cure for domestic violence in my life. Bless all of you, Stephanie.
We thank Stephanie and Jason for their commitment, courage, and desire to heal. They are our heroes. Their testimonials truly speak to the transformative power of our healing services. I realize these are trying times, yet I would be remiss if I did not ask for your financial support to ensure that our healing services continue. If you feel inspired and are able, we would welcome your financial support now more than ever. No donation is too small. And if you can't financially support us, we understand that. We ask that you support us with your love and healing energy as we all move forward with our new normal. I'd like to end with a quote from Joseph Campbell. The opportunity to find deeper powers within ourselves comes when life seems most challenging. I invite each of us to dig deep and to bring our gifts and powers to the world, because we need one another's strength and courage to create a sustainable future rooted in love. Thank you.
Thank you, Madeline. And powerful testimonials that were shared. Madeline, we just really, truly appreciate your vision for the future of WellCare. As she